Hello everyone, welcome to the next video. So now we are going into video number 2.8 in this playlist, whereas we have created already many videos in this particular playlist about creating customized exam papers. So the last video we created one parameterized question. Okay, so let's quickly recap what we had done in the last video. So I'm not changing any, I'm not making any changes in the code. This is not required. So I'm just executing the same code once again. And already step by step we have developed this code in several videos in the previous sessions. Now, what is required or what is there to understand before executing that is that we have four sections in the exam. Now, under AC, it is empty, and under DC, there is one concept, okay, and under induction motor, it is empty, and under transformers, also, it is empty. So, effectively, we have four sections, but only in the DC circuit section, there is one question which is going to come on this particular concept. And if I open that one question has a concept ID and then it has a concept, and then basically the question is given here as a DCR. That is the name of the question. Okay, the file which is having the question. Now, where does that question exist? Again, go to the demo folder. We have a question bank, another folder. In this, we have DCR JSON and DCR text. Okay, so if I little bit maximize, I have two files. One is a JSON file and one is a text file, TEX file. Okay, so in the text file, we have the description of the LaTeX description of the question. Okay, so I think the file is getting opened. So I have LaTeX software in my system, so I'm just waiting for the file to get open. So here is the file. This is how it looks like. Okay, and here we have parameters R1, R2, R3, and R4. Okay, so these parameter values are specified in the other file, that is the JSON file. So what are the parameters? R1, R2, R3, R4 are the parameters, and respective values are here. Okay, so let's go back to my exam. So here I have given three exam papers. So let's change it to five exam papers, and now I will run this module. So when I run this one by one, it will start choosing values and it will start creating the exam papers. So if I go to this demo, so here I can see already this file is being created. Just wait for the execution. So the you see one PDF file already got created. So another PDF file got created now. Third PDF got created. Fourth PDF got created, and then the five PDFs got created, and then the aux file and log file will be deleted automatically. So let's open one of the PDF file, and then here we can see four sections: one, two, three, four. In the four sections, there is only one question because we have only one concept. Okay. So now I want to create one more question. Okay. So the second question, let's do that in this particular video now. So far, whatever I discussed was the recap of the earlier videos. So you can also notice that the values will be different. So here it is 30 ohms and 17 ohms, 5 ohms and 39 ohms. Whereas in this, it is 24 ohms, 12 ohms, 9 ohms and 36 ohms. So the question will be customized to individual question paper code. So the code is here, and this code will be unique code. And for that particular code, different values are going to be displayed. Anyway, so now okay, I generated five exams, but I only showed you two. Let's simply get rid of these files and delete them. Now, how to add the second question? Okay, so very simple. Let's look at our previous question. So if you see Earlier, we created a demo question paper. This was not a programmed one. This was like manually we created one by one adding these questions. So here I have this question here. So this question I want to repeat for different students with different values. Okay. So where is the latex source of this? Latex source of this was there in one file called main.txt. Just for copying the code, I will open that file, and from there I will copy the code and create a new question in the question bank. Okay, so right now the question bank contains only two questions. Sorry, one question with one text file and one JSON object. Okay, so let's see whether that file got opened. I'm looking for main.text. This one is not responding. Close the program. Yeah. So this is the second question in that exam. So this again, in the first part of this tutorial, we created this step by step. So again, I am not going to repeat that explanation. You already know what this is. So I am copying the question. So after copying the question, I create a new file. Okay, so I just say notepad. Any editor you can use, and this is the question. Okay, so let's save this. So how do we save this? So I go to the question bank. Already we are in the question bank, and I save it as a text file. Okay, so let's call it as DCK. Okay, so some name DCK as a DC circuit or something. TEX. Okay, so like this text file I have to create. Now, if you look at the circuit, R is the unknown value. See in the figure below, value of R in ohms is. So we have to find the R. Now I want to change the voltage, I want to change the resistance, and I want to change the current. So here we can decide, okay, let's take, how do we solve this problem actually, if you see. Now, if I remove this load resistance and find the Thevenin's impedance or Thevenin's equivalent of the rest of the circuit, so here I can find that the whatever is the voltage, because these two values are same, it will be divided by half. So and also the resistance also will be divided by half, and equivalently it becomes a single loop circuit. So from that I can calculate. So in this case, 50 will become 25 volts, Thevenin's voltage, and the 10 ohms and 10 ohms in parallel will become 5 volts, 5 ohms, sorry. Now 25 in parallel with 5, how much will be the current? So if I short circuit it, then 25 by 5 will be 5 amperes current. Okay, so or if I increase this resistance, I can increase it to a value where it will be 2 amperes. But for 2 ampere current, uh, what will be the resistance? That will be 12.5 ohms resistance. Okay, so I think the answer is 7.5 or something for this. So let's see, or maybe the answer itself, we'll try to see that. But I would like to choose these values. Okay, so let's see how to do that. So here, wherever it is saying 2 amperes, I will say I will replace 2 with the parameter. Let's call it I. And wherever it is saying 10 omega, so here I will replace it with R1. And I can use a different value here just for the sake of simplicity. I'm using same value R1. Okay, so two resistances will have the same value, and let's keep the voltage as V. So or V1, let's call it. So what I have done now is parameterize the question. Okay, so once the question is parameterized, I can save it. Now dck.text is there. So now I have to create a new file and then save this file with the same name in the same folder, dck. But this time the extension I have to give JSON. Okay, .json. And here, what is the JSON object? It will be in flower brackets. So you start with that. And the first thing is parameters, and the parameters are, what were the parameters I used in the question? The parameters we used in the question was V1, R1 for these two, and then I. Okay, so that's what I will mention here. V1, R1, R1 one place is sufficient, and I. So these are the three parameters. Now we need to put a comma because there is another element, and the another element is values. So what are the values of these parameters? To generate the values randomly, again I use the Google Sheet. Okay, so I'll just go to Drive, and then in the previous session I was using a Drive. Yeah, parameters and values. This was not the exact file I used. I think it was not even recent files. Probably this is the one that I used for. Yeah, so this is the one. So what I will do, I'll simply duplicate this sheet. Just say duplicate, and after duplicating this sheet, I will replace this thing. So this is for the second question, that is DCK. I'll just rename the sheet, and then here V1 was the first parameter, R1 is the second parameter, and then I is the third parameter. So let's delete this. Now already we have done some formulas. So V1 value, I want to keep it something high. So let's say 100 is or let's say 80 is the minimum value, and 100 is the maximum value. And step size, let me keep it 5. Okay, so there will either it will be 95, 100, 80, 85, 80. So like this between that values. Now for the value of resistance, let's take 20 as the minimum value and 40 as the maximum value, and let's say step size is 10. Okay? So in other words, either it will be 30, 40 or 20. 40, 20, 40, 30, whatever, the three different values. Now, what is a current? Now, if you see, even if I take short circuiting the load resistance, what will be the current? So, if I take the highest maximum value of voltage here is 100, minimum value of current here is 20. So, 100 by 20 will be like 5 ohms, 5 amperes, whereas 80 by 40 will be 2 amperes. So, somewhere between 5 and 2 it will be. So let's to be safe side, let's make it 4 and 2.5, or 4 and 3, and then the step size, let's keep it 0.2. Okay, so I mean 3 and 4. So the current is 3.8, 4, 3.2 something. It's the current is kept between 3 and 4. Okay, so some of the values may come out to be non-feasible, but let's worry about the accuracy of the question later. Just right now worry about framing the question. So now I have values. So these are about 300 values. So I take these values back to my JSON object and I paste them here. So, but the formatting issue is there. So JSON object should be having commas in the end and so on, something like that. So I copy the tab and I copy the closing bracket, and then Control C and Control H for find and replace. So here I replace with square bracket and a comma, replace all. So I can see now all these endings are replaced correctly, and this one opening bracket and tab. So Control C, Control H. Here I just want only opening bracket. That's it, nothing else. So again say replace all, and then in between this tab which is there, so that I will simply replace with comma. Again I say replace all. So now my JSON object is ready. Only thing I have to be careful is about opening bracket here. because this is an array of arrays. So opening square bracket here, and this is the first element, second element, so on. And I go to the end, and then I remove this comma because that is the last element, and then closing square bracket, and this closing flower bracket for the entire JSON object. So all this syntax you should be careful about. Now I save this. So now I have both the files ready. So let's look at the question bank. So now I have four files in the question bank: DCK JSON, DCK text, DCR JSON, and DCK text. Now, if I want this to appear as second question, then I go to again demo sections. In the DC circuits, I will add one more concept. Okay, so just rename it. I can give any name to this, but let's say C2.json. This is also a JSON object. Even questions will be shuffled. So anyway, so I'll just open this. Here I will give the file name as DCK, and here so calculate value of R to match given current in a circuit. This is just for our understanding. See, on the same concept, I can create one more question. Okay, let's make it concept ready too. That's it. Now everything is ready. Now I don't have to change any of the coding. I just directly go to this code. Okay. So maybe I'll just create only three question papers. I just simply execute. So when I execute this code, now it should automatically select the two questions. So three of the files have been created. So here you can see three PDF files are created. Now let me open the first PDF file. So here now I can see the question has been created. So what I got here? So there is a 80 ohms, 80 volts voltage, 30 ohms resistance, both places. 3.8 amperes current should go, and then this is the resistance. What should be the value of resistance so as to make the current 3.8 amperes? So this is the question to be solved. How to solve, how to handle the answers, how to correct the answers, we will see in the later part of this video. And this question anyway automatically came. So let's see one more example. So in this, the values are different: 95 volts, 40 ohms, and 3.6 amperes. And in this, what is the third example? Yeah. So here, this is also 95 volts, but here 20 ohms and 3.4 amperes. So whereas this one 3.6 amperes with 40 ohms. So different values of R will solve this problem. So anyway, so we created three questions. So now what is the process? So the process is I have to add question to the question bank, and I have to add the concept to the sections. Then according to that, automatically the question will be created. So for example, if I take this concept one, okay, I cut this, okay, control X, and I put it in transformers, for example. Okay. So now if I execute, then automatically the structure of the question paper will change. So I'm just running it for one to show you as a demo. So hopefully this one looks like is the latest file. So in this, what I did, I changed the question from DC circuits to transformers. So then automatically that question jumped to section 3. Yes, of course, the serial number of questions we will maintain, but it jumped to question section 3. So just by reorganizing these files, I can reorganize the question. So I'll cut this again, get it back to DC circuit because that is where is the correct placement of it. Anyway, so now just to once again practice this concept, I will create one more question with the JSON object and text file, and I will show that in the next video. Hope you are following. So this is video number 2.8. Next we'll meet in video number 2.9.